Hello, welcome into another live stream, another wonderful live stream. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was just typing down some more notes because I have a little note with a bunch of notes on just some tips on things to prepare for Dawntrail, or things you can do while waiting for Dawntrail. Just a lot of random stuff I'm going to be adding to it as we go, as we talk about things. But yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about today while I do Moogle tomes and maybe some other random stuff. Just going to do random things in the game today and talk about any news happening, and again talk about things you can do and some tips on what you can do while you wait for Dawntrail, or things you can do to prepare especially if you're new to an expansion. If this is your first new expansion, you don't know what to prepare for, I will let you know. A new expansion is a very different feeling than a DLC, or like this is a DLC, but like a, one of the smaller patches. It's a whole different feeling. It's a whole different vibe. It's very, very different. So there's a lot to prepare for, but also not too much to prepare for, because they set it up in a way that allows players to just jump in from where they are, even if you've taken a little bit of a break. There's so many easy ways to just grab things and go. So I'm going to break it down for you, especially those who may be a little bit intimidated by an expansion, or what do I do, what I prepare for, depending on what you focus on too, because there's so many different things in the game that people focus on, whether if that's battle, that's casual content, which there's not much to prepare for there, but there might be, especially with some of the housing changes coming. There might be some stuff coming along the way. And also, this is an open place to ask questions, because I didn't spend hours and hours and hours writing down notes to figure out exactly everything that you need to do. This is an extremely outlined, prepared video, edited video. This is just an open discussion about things you can do and prepare for. And if you have your own tips, feel free to share as well in the comments below, or in the live chat if you're here. But Lalo on Twitch, hello, welcome in. Lalo says, hi, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV again, getting ready and preparing for a new expansion. You're caught up, right? Because I know you are new, right? You were kind of newly playing through the game and getting through Endwalker, but you didn't play right whenever Endwalker released. Like, you haven't played as an expansion's released yet, which is kind of what we're going to talk about. Lala says, I'm still in 6.4, but close. Yes, yeah, very close. Just be sure to be caught up when the expansion comes. It'll be very different vibe from what you're used to, as there's going to be so many people playing, just so many people. It's way more than ever that has ever played the game. There's going to be, way more. Yeah, and I don't know why, I don't know how. I mean, I know expansions are always huge, but it's always so many more people, triple, quadruple, 10 times more people that actually play the patches day one. And I wonder, I don't know, it's always way, way, way more, because patches, you don't really have to wait hardly at all. Besides the raid patch, the first raid patch, which is like a week after, but that's like right after the release of the first expansion. Lala says, I'm excited. Lala on Twitch says, I'm excited. Me too. I'm really stoked. I've gotten to the point where I'm so enveloped in this world that I'm excited for any story that comes along. I'm so enveloped in the lore and the story and the characters that I'm just obsessed with it. And I don't know if it'll ever get old for me, because I just like living. It's one of those worlds where I'm one of those fans that I just like living in this world. It's like people who love Star Wars, who just want to live in the Star Wars world. I want to live in the Final Fantasy XIV world. It's that kind of vibe. Like, if they made a Final Fantasy XIV theme park, I would go there every year. That's how I feel. That's how I feel at this point right now. A few things to talk about, but yeah, that's the overview of what we'll be doing. And it'll be, on and off, talking about things to prepare for. And it'll be things, if you're an experienced player, there'll be things you already know. And feel free, if you're an experienced player, this is your opportunity, if you're watching, to let us know some tips and tricks that you do. Don't worry if you feel like you're going to be saying the same things that I am or other people are. Let us know. Let us know what you do, what you work on, what you're working on now to prepare for Dawntrail. Lalo on Twitch says, I sometimes have dreams being in Eorzea. Oh my gosh. You know, Eorzea, like, I don't know. I don't want to actually live in Eorzea, but I love to go to a themed Eorzea land where I can still be myself, but experience Eorzea. I don't want to experience calamities. I don't want to experience all of the horrible things that happen in Eorzea, but I'd like to just visit, you know. I like to visit and go to like a themed restaurant based around this little restaurant that's down here or something. I don't know. I like theme parks and immersive lands and stuff. I'm kind of a nerd. I'm a nerd about it. But before I get too far into this, let me just quickly thank my wonderful Patreon subscribers. It'll work. There they are. Thank you so much, Patreon subscribers. And a special shout out to Kanara and Waning Zane. Thank y'all for your support. Thank you so much, Patreon subscribers. Y'all are awesome. And also, if you have been watching my live streams, if you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitch, Twitch is a follow. Yeah, be sure to follow. And if you've been watching my live streams on YouTube or you've been watching the back, be sure to like and subscribe. It also helps just boost the video and the algorithm and all that stuff. Just a free way to support. And it helps a lot. It helps a lot. Yeah, that's all I have to talk about just to get into things. But the things I was gonna like start with is battle classes and stuff. I am going to go through my well, actually, before I get into that, there is some news that's dropped today. It's news that we already knew about, but they did drop the info about the next event coming to Final Fantasy XIV that we did know was coming. It's the Dragon Quest X event. They did drop that info. No new stuff that I know of, unless the stuff that was on there last time was in the Mog station. I don't remember, but I can pull it up right now and let's talk about it. Let's talk about this Dragon Quest event coming on June 5th. Peculiar Petrocious presence baffles miners. Now, Dragon Quest always looks like a fun thing, but I don't really love this quest. It's very weird, a little strange. Some of the cutscenes, I'm like, whoa. Like, so you know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you get some fun items, and it's worth the little slime hat, King Slime Crown, probably one of the best glam items you can get from an event that happens in the game. I just love this. And you can get this hat as well. I don't remember this being there last time. Maybe it was the Thug's mug. I don't remember it being there, but I think it was. So it starts in Ul'dah. And then this is one of those fate events. You have to fight a fate. I don't remember. Let me see. There's several different fate locations. There's Havoc Alvic's location, which is the quest giver, and then there's a bunch of different fate locations for a specific fate that you have to do. So just read the quest when you take the quest, and it'll give you the instructions on where to go. And it gives you these are the fate locations here. If you want to find those, just go to the lodestone, and you can pull those up for whenever the quest starts, and then you can get your items really quickly, and then you'll be on your way. But yeah, these are the items you get. You get a minion, the slime hat, and then this thug mug. King slime hat. They're just glam. Nothing, you know, no. Well, this has more defense. Oh my gosh. This is more OP. Oh, this is a level 10 hat. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so you have to be level 10. Get the Thug's Mug's hat, but I think you do have to. There is what's the level requirement to start the quest? Is there one? Is it level 15, level 10? Doesn't say. Probably does say somewhere. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, that happens June 5th. Just be level 15. If you're not level 15 yet, you got a week to get there. You should be able to get there in a week if you're new to the game. Should be pretty easy to do that. So that's going on next week. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to stream it. I'm just going to grab it myself. I think I already have all of those items, so I probably won't even do it unless there's something else I can get out of it. But it's more one of those things that comes around every so often. I think the last time it came around was before Endwalker, so they just kind of recycle it. And, you know, if you haven't gotten this yet, here's your opportunity kind of thing. Denary, the sweeper on YouTube, welcome in. How are you doing? So right now I'm going to talk about, as we go through our mock PDM, let's see what our weekly is. We're going to talk a little bit about alpha scale. No, we got chaos. We got chaos. Then we got fates or fishing. We'll do fates. Because, yeah, I don't want him to look up all the fishing stuff. That way we can just chat and do fates while we chat about what you need to do. So the first things for preparing for Dawntrail, Lala says I'm doing the yokai event stuff. That is a lot of stuff. So best of luck. How far are you into it? The yokai event. That is one thing. If you're looking for something to keep you busy and you haven't done that, if you're like want to do something that feels like getting a relic and doing lots of stuff and grinding, yokai event is the perfect event for you. If you want to do that, that'll definitely keep you busy. If you haven't done that yet, that'll keep you busy right up until Dawntrail. If you're looking for something in 14 specifically to keep you busy, that'll definitely keep you busy. And it has great weapon glam. If you like cartoony looking weapons, it's definitely right up your alley. And it has some fun mounts too. Alala says got 2 weapons. Amazing. It does take a while though. I remember doing it myself. Daenerys says, I should do that. Yeah, definitely will keep you busy. Daenerys says, tis me, Keto. Yeah, definitely will keep you busy. All right, let me go ahead and queue up for this raid. Anyone, actually, I will put up a party finder for anyone who wants to join. We're doing Alpha Escape. Just find it. Alpha Escape, not Savage. Alpha Escape 1.0. Chaos. Anyone can join as long as you have it unlocked. You're welcome to join, and then we'll do it whenever we fill up, or not when we fill up. When we have, you know, after about 5 or 10 minutes, we'll jump into it. You'll join a password 4321 on Genova, or we're on Aether right now. But battle classes. So if you're trying to level a battle class, if you're preparing for Dawntrail, so I only know like the basics. I'm not here to give you like the breakdown of numbers, but I'm just giving you based on my experience of going through last expansion, what you need to prepare for or what you don't need to prepare for. It's probably more stuff that you don't actually need to prepare for. I'm gonna go to Raza Hunt actually, because this will give me the things, show me the things I can show y'all. But if you're worried, one thing, if you're new to an expansion, if you're worried about your eye level, you really probably shouldn't, because really the first part of an expansion has you covered. Because one thing is that there's vendors pretty much as you go through the story. There's always a vendor. You can always look around and find one in every new map that you join that'll get you through the story. And if you've gone through an expansion and found those on your own, you'll know what I'm talking about. Is that there's always a vendor, and they have some cool glam that you can pick up as you go through. If you're on a new map, there's a vendor that can get you some new items. But if you've been doing like the Alliance raid, if you're not a Savage Raider, if you don't do high-end content, you don't have to worry about it, because like this Allegan Tombstone, like this stuff here, the most recent Tombstone gear, that'll get you through, like, if they're, you know, based on last expansion, that'll get you through like level 94 to level 93, around that level, before it starts before you start getting gear that'll be better for you. But that'll get you through most of it, and the relic weapon will also get you through a good portion of the MSQ. So you don't really have to worry about that too much. You can just jump right into the MSQ in the story. You'll have good enough gear for several hours of gameplay, and until you start running, you know, when you start feeling like, ooh, I need to get better gear, just find the map that you're on in the story and just find the vendor, and then they'll have better gear for you. That's really all you have to worry about in terms of just getting through the MSQ, not worrying about, ooh, what do I have the best gear? Because you don't really have to. You don't really have to have the best gear. You just have to have good enough eye level to get into the dungeons and the trials. And that's all. And they'll have that set for you. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Also, if you don't want to, if you're not doing alliance raids, or if you haven't played in a year or months, you can go to the market board, spin gil. Not always recommended. It's really expensive. You can always craft gear. Did I put my party finder up, by the way? I did. All right. Yeah, it's just under Riku Mist Warden. And the comment is chaos. You can craft gear. You could find some people on PF who are crafting, which I don't think there's really that doesn't really exist right now. Yeah, you don't really try to find that on PF right now. It's just venues and stuff. Or yokai grind. See, there's some people grinding yokai. Yeah, if you go on the fates, people are doing the yokai fates, so you can join those too if you're doing yokai event. People are just go to the fates tab wherever you are. People are doing it, and then that'll save you lots of time on that event if you join a fate grind. There's also, if you're worried about, you know, as you go through the story, there's also free artifact gear, and you don't have to spend any gil on that whatsoever, at either 99 or 100 whenever you get to that point in the story. So it just gives you gear as you go through the story. You don't really have to worry much about that. And even the alliance raid gear and regular raid gear itself should get you through, like, should get you into the MSQ. And then you can just get, you know, it should, I would think that stuff would also be fine just to get you right into the MSQ. The alliance raid gear to be safe though. So yeah, just the basic stuff you get really is gonna get you into it, and you'll be totally fine. So don't worry too much about it. There's plenty of options. The main city is gonna have gear as well. The first main city you get into is gonna have a vendor to get you, you know, into, you know, strong enough to get into the dungeons and stuff. So don't worry too much about it. And if you're a high-end raider, you're already set, so I don't have to tell you anything. Fuiboo on Twitch, welcome in. You don't need to prepare for anything, just max out your tomes. Yep, yeah, max out your tomes. That's also really good. Yeah, because don't spend. Make sure if you have max tomes right before the expansion, don't spend them. Don't unless it's maybe, well, no, because you can trade them in. You can trade these in, like these, the causality. Wait, first you can get the causality is used for the relics. You use those for relics, but if you already have relics, don't spend them on anything. I don't know what else you can spend them on. I can't remember. Besides stuff in the shop, don't spend them on that. Because you can trade them in, I believe, for, I think, is it poetics you trade them in for, or I can't remember exactly. But yeah, especially the comedy, these will turn into the causality, or the whatever these are. So these will turn into this. So, you know, max out your tombstones before the expansion. I have a bunch of wolf marks, but I think I've bought everything from PvP. Hashama420 says on Twitch, hello Chili, love your newest videos. Also, I think only preps for Dawntrail are probably crafter materials. Early hour script. and leveling farming. Considering the levels you get as a crafter early could be huge to avoid the gil spent. Yeah, script also is really useful. Scripts are very useful because there's going to be a lot of stuff uses scripts early on. You're going to have, we have this collectible appraiser here, right? In the main city, there'll be another one of these. You see there's no one here. That'll be very different whenever Dawntrail starts. Not this guy, but the new one. There'll be plenty of people there trying to get the new scripts. So the purple scripts won't be the best scripts anymore. They'll turn into these. Just like it's just like tombstones. They kind of whittle their way down. Taylor Kipkar, or Sipekar, welcome in on YouTube. And Adam Burris, didn't know this was a thing. Hello, welcome in. Hello. Yes, I am live. I do live stream. Hashama on Twitch says, script capped for gear you can buy so you avoid spending thousands on the market board. Yeah, exactly. Because people do sell things with script. People do sell things from the script market, like crafting gear. Like there's a lot of stuff used from scripts to craft raid gear. If you are a raider, there's a lot of stuff used with scripts to, again, yeah, craft raid gear. So definitely get those. Those are really important, especially the first week. But also, you don't have to worry about those unless you are someone that is going to worry about raiding, or if you're crafting for your team. If you're not crafting at all for your team, or you already have someone that's gathering these stuff for your raid team, then you don't have to worry about it. But that is a factor that if you have a raid team and you're all new to it, and you want the raid gear and you don't want to spend market board gil, because it is really expensive. The crafted gear is incredibly expensive on the market board. It's really bad. It's really expensive. It is understandable because it's typically the best stuff. You just be aware of that. Cranberry Pudding, welcome in on Twitch. Cranberry Pudding says, oh, I'm gonna worry about raiding. I'm gonna worry my way all through the tier. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm not really raiding this expansion at all. I might jump into Party Finder to maybe do the first 2 fights, or just for fun. I'm just not committing to clearing. It's just too much time for me. But I might jump in and, whenever it's fresh, I might be like, let's play around with it and have some fun. But I'm not worrying about clearing at all. I'm just, here to have some fun with some of the fights, the ones I can get through. And I might get through, first 2. I've had luck with that in Party Finder, just, playing White Major Dancer or something easy that I can just bounce off. I can play off people a lot easier without having to communicate. Also, I have a question. Do you know if the free Fanta will be after the expansion pre-releases, or do you think it comes before? Oh gosh, I don't know when that, because that is guaranteed. I don't know. I don't know whenever we'll get that. I don't know if you'll get in your mail before or after. I wish they would give it to you before, because that way you already have it, and then you can just jump into the expansion and Fanta your character. Otherwise, you have to go through the queue system, whatever queue, and we'll talk about that. That's something you do need to prepare for. This is more of a mental preparation that I want to tell everyone about that's here, because this is something that always happens every expansion. But we'll get into that. But yeah, I hope that that's the case, so you don't have to go through a queue. Get the Fantasia, then go back into the queue, or create your character, and then, or Fantasia your character, and then have to wait in a queue again. That's not ideal, That is not ideal. However, at the same time, Fem Hrothgar, well, no. JK. No, it doesn't. No, what I said makes sense. What I said makes sense. But yeah, hopefully they give it to us before. That would be nice. Hashama says the Q errors in Endwalker. Oh, sweet purgatory of Q kicks and errors, and I hope, oh god, that DDoS doesn't come along too. Now, one thing to consider for those who experience Endwalker queues is that we have Dynamis now, we have Oceania Data Center, we have so many more servers. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that alleviates a whole lot of the problems that we had with that. They have added so much more servers, so many more worlds. They have added so much more since then that hopefully that helps a whole lot with queuing, and there'll still be a long queue, but hopefully it's shorter. Hopefully more people will be able to get in. Hopefully you'll just have to wait not as long, you know. Let's hope. But we'll get to, you know, finding ways to prepare for that. We'll talk about that in general. I'll give you all a little mental heads up for that, especially those who've never done an expansion before, who aren't prepared for it. Be prepared. Prepared mentally. Prepare yourself some games, some other things to do with some friends. Have a show that you're ready, you know, maybe save a show for them that you're like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna save this show that I've been wanting to watch, this movie, and I'm gonna watch it while I wait in queue or something. You know, find something fun to distract yourself instead of spending your time being angry about it, because there's a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of people that waste a lot of their energy on getting angry at other people for the queues that have nothing to do with it. All this, like, every streamer ends up dealing with this, so I'm telling y'all now, just prepare yourself. We always end up dealing with everyone coming into our streams trying to voice their frustrations when we can't really do much about it. We're just trying to have fun and alleviate that stress, or alleviate, you know, distract y'all and have some fun, you know, the party of getting into the game in the queue. You know, we're trying our best, so kind of give us some leeway and have some fun with us, and we'll try to make it fun for y'all. So that's one of my big advices for going into preparing yourself for a new expansion. Thank you, the High Folk on Twitch. I appreciate it. The High Folk on Twitch says my UI is so clean. Thank you. I appreciate it. I spent some time on this thing here. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know where this video went, though. I watched a video to learn how to do this, but it's basically just using macros to do this. And it's a little menu. I'm gonna have to, to prepare, I'm gonna have to change this up. I'm gonna have to have 2 battle class tabs because I've run out of space here. I'm kind of sad. We'll do like a ranged and a melee. So like, or well, no. Well, yeah, probably ranged and melee. Because there's so many melee classes. We're getting a new one. So many melee classes. There's so many melee classes. And that's why they have identity issues, just because there's so many of them. I mean, they have their own identity, but I just mean some of them feel, a lot of them feel more similar than the range classes do. Still enjoy them though. That's just a common thing I've heard people say. But they're still fun. Like, I love Samurai. Samurai is such a fun class. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and Lalo, did you join? Are you Louis, Lalo? Lalo says makes job switching easy and quick. Yeah, I can just go here. I don't have to go boop gear set. I don't have to do any of that. Just plop them right here, and then I don't have like a big block of classes that I have to click on. And if I don't want to see this, I just go boop, and it's out of the way. Especially for streaming, this helps because I don't want my whole UI covered and stuff. Now, when I was raiding, I did have some things here and here, like well, you'd see like the whole party list here, and there'd be like the raid well, I mean, it's still the same as whenever I'm normally playing, so JK. Nothing's actually changed. Lala says I can't join because I don't have the raid. Oh no. All right, we'll go ahead and jump in then. This is just my weekly for Mog Tomes. If you don't know, the Mog Tomes are still happening, and it's the second hunt underway. So you get a weekly, and it's a fun thing. This is another fun thing to keep you busy if you're just looking for something to keep you busy. If you're already ready for Dawntrail, Mogpedium, this is what's been keeping me busy personally. I've already done the Fall Guys event. We did that last stream, and I got everything from it. There's also the Make It Rain event. I don't know if that's ending yet. I can't remember what day that ends. I think it ends very soon though. I think it ends in like a couple days. And then there's another event. There's the Yokai event, which I mentioned. That's another way to keep you busy if that's something you want to do. And get all of those weapons and glam and the mounts. There's a lot of stuff you can get from that, and it will keep you busy until Dawntrail for sure. But this is what's kept me busy. I get on every week and I do my weeklies. And I haven't done the Ultimog challenge. It's the deep dungeon. I'd have to find 4 people to go in and run this with me. I haven't done that yet, but I'd like to. I've always thought like, ooh, that'd be fun. I have done a solo run of Heaven on High all the way to it was 66. I died, so I made it pretty far in that solo run. I'm proud of myself. I don't know if I'll ever try to solo run that again. It was a lot of time. It was very time consuming. Oh, sorry. I was trying to queue through that. I don't know why I was like, how do I queue through here? Can I change my glam at all? Cranberry Pudding says Make It Rain is over on the 31st. Yeah, I thought that I was about to say that, but I was like, I'm not sure. I don't want to say something that's wrong. But yeah, I only got a few more days. Do your fashion reports if you haven't. You don't have to, but it gives you a lot of MGP right now. It gives you double the MGP for what you'd get from it. And that's a great way to make a lot of MGP very quickly if you haven't done that. But yeah, I've already talked about battle classes. That's how you can prepare gatherers and crafters. If there's any gatherers and crafters here, I mentioned scripts, getting your scripts. That's really, really important. Those end up being very difficult to get, or they're not difficult to get, but if you work on them now, you're not going to feel rushed to get a bunch of them in a week to try to profit off of them, or use them for crafting material for raid outfits, depending on what you're doing. Because you can do both. You can either do, you can sell the materials because people are going to want them, and you can make lots of profit, especially if you're housing. And I know there's a lot of people here who do housing, who are housing enthusiasts, because I do a lot of that on this channel. So if you want to sell that, that's going to go for a lot of gil. Same with materia. When their new materia comes out, you can, the first week of Dawntrail, now that's not preparing for it, but you'll have new materia. If you don't really care about that, you can sell it for a lot of gil. People will be buying that for quite a lot. That's a great way, especially like if you just want to keep your red materia, the ones that are going to be, it's typically the ones that everyone puts on, that or like the spell speed or skull speed. If you want to save those and just sell like the piety materia, you can rack those up and sell those, the ones that you don't need. And yeah, I know healers use piety. I rated on healer. I never used piety. Besides when I still didn't. I never used piety materia. I would just get the gear that gave me a little bit of piety if I wanted that, and there always was that. So I have never put piety materia on my healers. So I always sell them, and you can make a lot of heal off of that. All right, it's time for chaos. It's time for chaos, y'all. I never played well, I know the story of 1, but I never played the new Final Fantasy that's based off of one or has chaos with it. Final Fantasy Origins. That one. Never played it. Was that any good? I know some people really liked it. Also, another thing to keep you busy, of course, is relic farming. To get your relics. That's something that I would kind of want to work on. And also another battle class thing. Ooh. Is if you are planning on playing Viper, or do y'all know which is Viper the same as Ninja, the same job as Ninja, or y'all know what I mean? Is it striking, right? Is that what it is? But so if you're playing Pictomancer and if you don't have any casters leveled, be sure to grab some gear. You know, you can always just put some gear, put it in a retainer that you can just have already ready for them. So it's just one less thing that you have to do when you get into the game. You're not like, oh god, I have to go get gear, and you know, because you know, I know a lot of people are gonna have limited time in the game because of work, family, all that kind of stuff. Be sure to, you know, think about those little things that'll save you time. There will be gear that it'll give you, but I'm talking about like level 90 gear. Have some, you know, artifact gear or something. I don't know why I switched sides there. Or not artifact gear, the tome gear. Get some tome gear for them. That's what I meant. Because they won't have level 90 artifact gear, but they will have one level 100 or 99, whichever they decide to do. It might be 99 again, or it might be at the 9, you know, 0.9 level. Yo, I still gotta do the last extreme trial. I'll probably do that before Dawntrail. We'll do a stream and I'll try to do it. See if I could pull some people together. It didn't seem very hard. I did it in Party Finder when it came out. We got halfway through the fight. I think we got through 50% without knowing anything. So it didn't feel too hard. So I might try that. I'll look up a guide just so I can get through it quickly, but I do want to keep my mentor status. Another thing you have to think about, if you are a mentor, be sure to do all the extremes that you haven't done, all the trials in Walker that you haven't done. If you haven't done the Hildebrand story, there is a trial behind that. You do have to do that to keep your mentor status going into the next, going into the expansion. Oh, I don't want any of that. Player comm, who has cool, they have a cool, they're all leaving. Ah! Oh my gosh. Lala on Twitch says doing ARR relic took me a whole month. Yeah, I mean they're designed to be done over a span of like a year, because the content, so relic content comes out like periodically over, you know, patch after patch. So it's a lot of content, but they design it so that it's done periodically, not all at once. But when you're doing old relic content, it feels a lot more because you're doing all of this content that's designed to be done over a large period of time at one time. So yeah, it's definitely overwhelming to jump into. Mr. Louie, welcome in on Twitch. Viper will be scouting like ninja. Okay, scouting is ninja. You can tell that I do not play melee classes, so I don't know. I can't remember the names of everything. Striking is monk. Yeah, striking is monk and samurai, right? Yeah. Monk and samurai are the same. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Monk, samurai are the same. Ninja, which, you know, you can tell, like my ninja doesn't even have pants on. They're so low level. They don't even have pants. Now they do. They barely do now. Okay. All right. Now they barely do. Okay. Anyways. So grab some ninja gear, some high level ninja gear if you're gonna play Viper, like level 90. If you don't have a ninja, if you never played ninja before, you're gonna need the striking, scouting gear, not striking. Excuse my language. You'll need scouting gear, so be sure to do that, or else you're gonna have to spend a little bit of time to go grab it, which is like 2 seconds, but you might not want to spend that 2 seconds when you're jumping into an expansion. You just want to have everything ready to go so you can just jump in. So yeah. Another thing about like leveling classes is that I know some people, one thing that people do is they use you're going to want to use the tribe quest. So if you haven't leveled your tribe quest, you haven't done any of them, and you want to level a Pictomancer or if you want to level Pictomancer or Viper in that, you know, first few days, be sure to have that leveled so you can get the full experience out of it by, you know, leveling your by doing your daily tribe quests, because you'll get a lot of EXP through that. You'll be able to level pretty quickly to level 91, or level 81. You'll start at level 80. You'll get to level 81 pretty quickly, or no, you have to be level 81 to start those, right? So you would start that at level 81. So one great way to get there is doing one thing I remember I did, and there's also more options this time because you can do the deep dungeon is a really great way to level, and I think you can do that at level 80. Yeah, you should be able to do that at level 80. But another thing to do if you're like just want to do something fun or do something different is there is the option. I'm trying to find a place I have. Let's go here. Every one of the Endwalker's maps has the little optional side quests that are non-blue that you can do from level 80 to 81. Because they're 80, so it's level 80, it sinks you down to level 80. So whether you're 85 or whatever, it still sinks you down to level 80. But doing from level 80 to 81, if you just want to run around and do these really quick when you jump in, it's not a bad way to gain some quick experience to get to level 81. I did that for Endwalker, and I just left them open. Could learn a little bit about the lore, but or you can just skip through them because you probably want to get to the main content if you're leveling a new class. That's not a bad way to get to level 81 though. But there's also, again, there's a deep dungeon this time, so you can do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet personally, because the deep dungeon might be just really lethargic, or just might be a lot to try and do. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Deep Dungeon's also going to be a great way to check out some of the abilities as it evolves into level 90. So it should give you level 90 abilities for Pictomancer and Viper. Right? Yes, yeah. Miss Louis says, uniquely for Ninja, they also have aiming accessories instead of slaying, like the rest of Melee. Oh, interesting. They have aiming accessories. That's cool. So I'm guessing Viper will be the same way. I didn't know that about Ninja. Daenerys says, yes, he streams. I do. Yeah, I live stream. I started this. When did I start live streaming on YouTube? A few months ago, 3 months ago. I can't remember. But yeah, I've been live streaming a little bit. You can check my live streams in the little live stream tab on YouTube. It just says live on my main channel. Just click live and you'll see all my live streams there. And you can just kind of sort through them, find the one you want to watch. I have a whole Final Fantasy VII Rebirth playthrough that was live streamed. You can check all of that out. All of that out there. Lalo on Twitch says, yeah, 3 months ago I started on YouTube. That sounds about right. It's been a great journey. I'm glad I started. Honestly, it's been a good decision. But yeah, that's as much as I can say about leveling those. Which fates do I need to do for the mini mock challenge? Complete 5 fates in Garlemald. Why I'm saying that? All right, let's try to do some fates in Mare Lamentorum. I need to do 5 of them. That feels like a lot. It's not a lot, but it does feel like quite a lot. I also haven't done the Alliance raid, the Alliance tribe quest, not the Alliance raid, the Alliance tribe quest, or Allied tribe quest. That's what I meant. Okay, there's people down here. This was such an unexpected surprise when I went through Endwalker. I loved coming here. It was just like, I didn't expect it at all. Just the reveal of going through there was so great. I can't wait to find what reveals in this expansion. They're just really great at reveals in Final Fantasy XIV. They're just really good at it. My next section I wrote was crafters and gatherers. Y'all already talked about scripts. I wrote down high cordials. You can do the tribe quests and get some high cordial or some cordials if you want to rack up on those. If you already have, great. Those are going to be useful to have. So just doing your daily tribe quests, you'll be able to easily rack up on those. And we want my chocobo out. So that's a good way. That's not a bad thing to work on. I have 2 crafters that I'm very close to getting to level 90. Because there should be crafter gather their own role quests, basically. Be like one for fisher, one for gather miner, and then one for or yeah, just those 2. Or yeah, botanist and miner kind of have their own 2 jointly, and then they kind of pair up some of the other crafters like alchemist and um chef, cooker, culinarian. What is wrong with me today? Yo, I'm such a horrible source of information. I'm so sorry. Okay, so these people are doing fates out here. Did they add, did yokai event, did they add walker fates? Or is it still a different? Nope. Yabadoobie says nope. Okay. I guess that's good though, because it probably would take a lot longer. But you're still level sync, so maybe not. I don't know. Yabadoobie on Twitch says only up to Stormblood. Okay. So yeah, it hasn't changed much. Well, that would be bad if they did, because it needs to be the free trial content, right? For that kind of event. So people on the free trial can still do the event. Lala says, got all the required minions for the event. Oh, congrats. You just got to get the weapons. And then once you get the weapons, you'll get the mount. Or the mounts. There's 3 mounts. And then there's also an adventurer plate at the Golden Saucer that you can snag. Just for the event. It'll go away after the event. Ah! Let me give it to them. These things are just gonna be in my inventory. But yeah, so the next thing is, I already covered the level 80 plus quest things. Like the side quests you can find here. Already mentioned those. Oh my god, Chocobo, come here. Look at them go. Can you come back, please? Thank you. I also wrote down, find a game to play for queue wait times. That's really important. Find something to play. Find something to distract you. I'm already doing some research on some games that'll be interactive for y'all that we can all play together while we wait. Even like Jackbox or something. I might pull something like that up. I want to find where they go next. I'm gonna follow them. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up some fun games to wait while we're in queue. We might not be in queue for that long, so we'll just see. We'll see if, you know, if I can even be here at launch. I don't know yet. It just depends on my work schedule. If I can get off work for that day. I need to just request off for that first day. I won't be requesting off for the full week, but I will be maybe trying to get off that launch day. We shall see. Last fate for Minimog. No, don't leave me. I need 3 more for my Minimog. Now that I've kind of gone through a whole list of things, what are y'all's recommendations for preparing for Dawntrail? There's also, you can make lots of guilds too. I know there will be some new furniture items possibly. I don't know if there will be actually, but there will be more furniture space. So you might want to buy some furniture items. There would either be more furniture space on launch or in a 0.1 patch or something. I might add that in 7.1. You can sell Coke. You can selling Coke. You can desynth items, desynth gear that you're not using, and sell the materials. Leveling, your duty leveling, all your duty roulettes, leveling roulette. Getting some people together and doing the faux hollows or the Unreal trials. That really is, from what I know, is probably one of the best ways of making a lot of gil. Is by selling the mounts from the Unreal trials if you're into extreme level content. Oh, oops, I didn't. You can make multi-millions from that. I know people that have only done that, and they have 50 million plus gil now, just from doing Unreal trials every week. That's something that I'm considering doing more often, is Unreals, just because of that. Giga Chad Mormon guy. Oh gosh, there's some names here just by walking through here. I need to write that down on my, hold on. Let me write that down on my Heidelin video script. Giga Chad Mormon guy. That has to be there. Sketch scripts. Where's Heidelin at? Heidelin names. I wrote that as 2023. I'm still been writing this since 2023. Giga Chad Mormon guy. Wait, is that? I get the name right. Giga Chad Mormon guy. All right, I got it. Saved. Lol says meet new people in this game. Just have fun doing the raids and events, meet new people. That's a great thing. If you're already prepared, I mean, most people are prepared. If you have gear, you can just jump in and then go explore. Photo studio? That sounds cool. Barry's weekly Lala March? They have a weekly Lalafall March? Interesting. So you can meet, there's so many places to meet people and explore. So many things. What else? Any other advice that y'all have for me? Am I ready? I'm definitely, well, my inventory is not ready. My inventory has some work to do. I'll say that. Because I'm renovating my FC house. For secret reasons I can't say. Secret things that I'm working on. For content. I've been renovating quite a lot. I finally tore down Karen's diner. I've been renovating my house into something else. You shall see soon, or later. Probably later. Secrets, yes. Secrets. I could continue my bait grind, but That was that was putting me to sleep a little bit. Sanatan Melodian, welcome in on Twitch. Sanatan says your Karen videos are the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wall says you're excited for the secret that I'm planning. Rip Karen's Diner. Karen's Diner, it was a one-time thing. It was a one-time thing. We'll remember it in our hearts. But yeah, that won't be coming back. Karen's Court maybe coming back in a different way. So, but the diner is done for. She had her run. Yeah, it just wasn't my best work. It was not my best work, but it was fun while it lasted, and I had some fun with the people who were there. The people who were there. It's a lot to put on something like a diner because you have to have the food. It's a lot. If that's, yeah. Kudos to the people who run those kinds of things. It's a good way to make guilds too. If you want to make guild, just start a venue and invite people. And sell like food items. Wallace says, I love the pea lemonade. Wait, that wasn't on the menu? What? I don't think that was a thing. It was just lemonade. No, yeah, the menu is just, it was lemonade, and then there was no pea involved. That wasn't a thing. The menu, from what I remember, it was lemonade, and then there was lemonade again. It was a pitcher of lemonade, or no, the regular glass of lemonade cost the same amount as a pitcher of lemonade. So it was a scam. Karen was scamming people. The whole menu was supposed to be a big scam as a joke, but it was all a scam, and all very upfront about it. Thunder, welcome in on Twitch. Lal says, I bought a lot of lemonade. Yes. So I think that was your, I don't know. that was your doing then. That was not on the menu though. The lemonade was on the menu, just not, wasn't themed around anything nasty. Any other funny names? Broccoli. They do look like broccoli though. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people preparing. Damage down. Oh my word. Okay, do I still have my thing up? No, I don't. Hold on. Damage down. All right. We wrote that one down. This stream turned into me finding names. Chocolate tea. Oh my god, they're from the real. Strawberry Purin. Bellberry. These are all the real life carriers of Limbs Lamenza. I'm telling you. I'm not wrong. Always sad? Oh my word. Sorry, now this is just me going around finding names. It's a Sprout. Let's go, Sprout. Welcome to the game. Attuned to that aetheryte. Woo! All right, is there gonna be another sprout? There's one. Is this one? I know they would come down from the elevator, right? Larrykins, welcome in on Twitch. It's good to see you. I don't know what this stream devolved into. It's just my ADHD brain looking for sprouts to run alongside. That's what this devolved into, which I'm fine with. Because I'm pretty much already prepared for Dawntrail. Myself. I'm already prepared. Also, another fun little tidbit is that starting today, has anyone been playing Withering Waves? It's a new game, Genshin style game. I've been playing it. It's pretty fun. I like the combat a lot. I haven't been paying too much attention to the story, but I just like exploring a lot. Sonatin says I play it on Twitch. Paul says I've heard of it. It's really fun. Starting this week, I'm sponsored by Withering Waves. We're gonna play on Friday. We're gonna do a little 2-hour stream of it if it can hold up on my PC. But I'm sponsored. For the mobile version of the game, so anyone who does download the mobile version and gets to certain parts of the game does support me. So I appreciate it. If y'all do want to try it, if you've heard of it and you're heard all of the buzz about it, you want to try it on your mobile device, it does support me, and all that jazz. Larrykin says, I have seen ads. Yeah, it's like Genshin. If you like Genshin, you'll probably like it. If you like that style of, that kind of, or even Honkai, like those style of games, you might like it. And I've already got, they gave me a free 5-star. I already have a whole recommended team within the first week of playing it. I haven't spent any money either, so I do it feels good. I don't feel like I'm behind a bunch of walls playing it. And I usually do mention that. Whereas Genshin, I do feel very much. I don't play Genshin anymore. It just takes me too long to get through everything. It's a little bit overwhelming. Thunder says, what's happening on 14 lately? So there is the Make It Rain event is about to end. There is the Yokai event still ongoing until the Dawntrail release, the expansion release. The pre-release on the 28th. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. They were a new chatter, and I don't know what they were putting in the chat. There's also a link up in the chat, but there is my link with the QR code is down below in the description. But we'll be playing it Friday. I'll be telling you about the game. But yeah, it's basically Genshin with a really fun combat. I can't remember who made the combat, but I think it might be from the person who did Devil May Cry. I think. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. I really enjoy it a lot. Larrykin says, I yearn for Dawntrail. Fall Guys, is ongoing until first parts of June, so that's gonna end pretty soon. And then they have the Dragon Quest X events coming back on June 5th, and we went over that at the beginning of the stream if you want to check that out. I went over kind of where to find that. It's in Ul'dah. It'll be in Ul'dah, and you can get the same items. It's the same items. The same items as before. You get all the same things, y'all. And then yokai events going on. The Mog event, Mogpedium. You still can get your weekly events, and you can get your standard. You can just run this content too, and get, you can do PvP. If you like PvP, you'll get stuff for that. You can't do Crystalline Conflict though. It's all Frontline or Hidden Gorge to get Mog tomes. And you can do golden saucer stuff and gain mock tomes. That's a really great way to do it. It's really quick. Yeah, I really recommend doing that. And ocean fishing, you get 5 for just doing an ocean fishing run, but I don't know. I don't recommend that unless you're really into fishing and you need the scripts. It's just ocean fishing voyages take a pretty good amount of time, and it's not worth just doing for 5. I would just do like, you know, you can get 1 to 10 from just doing a gate, and that's a lot. Cause you just get 2 from doing a trial like that. 4, yeah, you can get a whole lot. So doing, honestly, yeah, going here and doing these, that's probably your best bet. Unless you're bad at doing it. If you're really bad at doing a golden saucer events, then it might not be for you to farm it for mock gems. Do I want to do front lines? I don't know if I'm going to do front line today. Because I don't have too much time today. I just wanted to go over some tips and tricks and just see what y'all had in mind. Oh, Super Cali starting Withering Waves. Oh my god, okay. My good friend Super Cali, as we just talked about Withering Waves. But if y'all do want to try Withering Waves, I will be playing on Friday. And if you do want to play on your phone, or if you've already been playing it and you want to start a new account on your phone, or a mobile account, that also supports me. So if you want to do that too, that's another option. But yeah, I'll be sponsored through like Sunday, because I'm going to be gone next Monday through next Sunday. So I'll be gone for like a whole week. I'm going off on a short little vacation or week-long vacation. It's off work and just going out into the Midwest for a while to just, just to relax for a bit. And I need it. I really need it. So that's what I'll be doing for a week. And I might be streaming on TikTok that week. So if you are a viewer from TikTok, go follow my TikTok. And I might be doing a short little stream over there where we just hang out for a little bit, so I can still hang out in some way, in some fashion. All right. I'm going to go rate my friend Super Cali on Twitch for those Twitch viewers. If you're on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe if you've been liking the streams. And for those who didn't know I stream or you want to get notified, there is a notification button, the little notification bell. I'm sure you've heard a lot about it if you're a frequent YouTube viewer, because all of us are like, hit that notification bell. But it does help if you're, if you have specific YouTubers that you want to get notified for, or you have like your select ones where you're like, these are the ones I watch all the time. If I'm one of those, hit the notification bell. It's a way so that you can know you'll know every time I post something. You can be one of the first people to view. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. We're gonna wrap it up. I'll be back again on Friday. We're doing a lot of streams this week. I'll be streaming on Friday, and then I'll be streaming on Saturday. So Friday at 6 p.m. we'll be doing Withering Waves, sponsored by Withering Waves. And we'll be walking through. I've already been playing a lot, so you can see my team and everything. I have Encore and Verena and the free ice lady. I forgot her name. Starts with an N. That's my team. That's my main team. And then I also just got Mortifee recently. I'm trying to get the dragon guy. I want the dragon guy from the banner that they have. That's what I'm going to be trying to do. So we'll be venturing away from Final Fantasy XIV, and we'll be back playing Final Fantasy XIV on Saturday, 8:30 or 8:15 p.m. We'll be watching that Sherlock Holmes play I talked to you about. I had to cancel the stream last week. I talked to you all about it last week, that I was going to stream it last week. But they canceled their show due to some tech issues. So we're going to go this Saturday and try to catch a show, and hopefully we'll be able to see it, and I can show you all some cool Final Fantasy XIV in-game theater by a cool theater group named Firebird Theater. Yeah, so you should check that out. I've been tweeting about it a lot. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Also, thank you to my Patreon subscribers again and all that jazz. Also check out my Discord if you haven't, and also consider my Patreon. There's a lot of stuff over there as well. Thank you all so much for your support and hanging out today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.